And you're up.
Hello. Showing off the reason why we're not going to be here on Thursday. This is my
Hey, Chewy.
Indeed.
Did you focus already?
No.
Okay.
So this is the start of my demo for Niagara Falls Comic Con. I spent about, I don't know, maybe 2 hours-ish on it. If you include the time it took to build the incredibly crappy armature.
I'm not trying to stop. Oh, I know what.
It's kind of hard to tell right now, but it's Robert Englund.
I think it's easier to tell now that I know who it is.
It is easier to tell when you know who it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's also new clay for me. This is Chavant as opposed to my usual monster clay. It's a little bit softer, so it might make demoing a little easier, even though it does require an armature. And it doesn't seem to want to stay on the armature. I will fix that at some point. But yeah, just real quick, got some basic proportions in. That's about all.
I think you've also done more to his mouth area since I first looked at it.
Possibly.
I feel like I would have gone.
I added a hint of beard and mustache.
Yeah, I see that. The mustache.
Mustache. But yes, that's just quick and dirty.
Cool.
But yeah, if you want to see that, you got to go to Niagara Falls. And now it is the hideous Bat Boys turn. And my wife's starting to get electrocuted by her own puffy socks, I think.
Mm-hmm.
No? Puffy shoes
Weird.
with regular shocks?
Yeah.
Yes, let the in ball sacking begin.
Do you like the reference material I've left up?
Oh, yes. What about that?
You have at least one super excited observer.
One super excited observer?
That guy.
Oh, yes. Yeah, he is kind of a lot.
He is kind of a lot. Balls, that is all.
Yep.
You mean his bat boobies? Does he still have bat boobies? He does. Yes.
Put the bipples on.
Yes. It sounded like you just said bipples. Did you say bipples?
It's short for bat nipples.
Ah, okay. Fair. Bipples.
Bipples. Batubes.
Now we just bipples. Stop saying bipples.
No, I'm gonna make it a thing.
this is going to be to the side of me, so I will be paying a little less attention.
So
'Cause I
no,
can't-
so no attention.
I will try to look at it occasionally.
So what I'm hearing is none at all.
Shut up.
Hurtful but true.
No, false.
Hurtful but true. Yeah, we'll see how far we get on this bat monster this evening. What up, Payne? How's things?
Hello.
We've been discussing Bipples without you.
Dare you?
What's going on, Payne? Yeah, that is not surprising. Comic-Con, we are loading in Thursday night.
Yep.
We have, it is this weekend.
Ooh, you can show Payne here.
Yeah, I could do. Let's get this smushed on. Yep, I've already started my my demo for the show.
Yeah.
Who dat Pokemon?
Not a Pokemon at all. Is it, Steve?
I mean, he could be a Pokemon. Have you tried throwing a Pokeball at him?
Nope.
I don't think he would appreciate being called Jigglypuff, but maybe. Who dat? Dat gonna be Robert Englund.
Haha. Charles Dance would be awesome too.
For a while he had a little bit of Patrick Stewart going on, but anybody
Awesome,
bald and this rough has a little bit of Patrick Stewart going on. But yeah, I only got a couple hours into that sculpt. Just set up some really, really, really basic proportions. But I'll have all weekend to make it into a thing. I thought it might be cool to do a kind of a sketch run of my. I'm gonna Freddy it. I think I'm gonna do like a bit of a sketch run for Scary Terry. I still enjoy that idea.
I do.
Or maybe Scary Bobby, I don't know. Scary Robert doesn't sound right. I'm assuming Chewie suggested Scary Dick. Part of a care package.
Huh?
I don't know to what you are referring, Payne. £6 of industrial grade. There's industrial grade glitter.
Oh, are you gonna smuggle stuff across the border for us?
I mean, I guess you could. I don't know how much smuggling I would recommend doing.
Wow.
Nope, come up for Frightmare and have fun.
Yes.
Hold the smuggle. Do it. Also deliver terrible. I mean, terrible things is no smuggle. No smuggle, or else you get the border finger.
The border finger.
That is a fairly unrelated last Thursday's stream segued into an art history lesson.
I like him. He's cute.
And
he's really excited.
That is a Martin Brothers well, it's a Martin Brothers pottery piece. I don't know what precise form that is. Might be a jug. But they are from the mid 1800s, I think, is when they were working.
I don't know, but I love him.
Yeah, we don't know what it is.
That's what you need to do something super excited.
To do something super excited.
Like that. Like something goofy.
I mean, isn't the Cyclops goofy enough?
No.
No.
I mean, the turtle that you refuse to mold is pretty great.
Yeah, that thing's excited. No, the Martin Brothers stuff, that is an atypical piece for them. But they did character.
He converted his turtle, the juvenile reptile, whatever. I can just pull it out.
Version. For a giggle, I did a thing.
Yes, and I love it. It's crazy. Got the crazy eyes. But he doesn't want to mold it.
No, because molding is molding is a pain. It really, really is. This is just the like the meme version Ninja Turtle.
He's great, right?
Well, if he still hasn't been melted by the time I run out of Ninja Turtles, he, like Lisa, does need braces. I enjoy small, creepy teeth.
You like something to be really gummy?
Yeah, like it's not also sort of reminds me of the Simpsons, where the tortoise stole Grandpa's teeth.
Oh, I can see that.
But yeah, we are very tired today, but we are very chugging along. We've done 3 kiln loads in the past 5 days.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I have a wife who is very last minute oriented and needs stuff done before shows. Yeah, it's been probably more her stuff than mine. Also, there was some super secret content in my part of the kiln.
The super secret promotion?
Nope, we'll be rolling that out at the con on Friday. So people will get to see that stuff for the first time, and it should be a good time. I hope. I think we're gonna get some good. Yes. Well, we're not gonna do a live or anything. It's gonna be at the con. It'll just be on Instagram. We're not gonna do a live or anything, right? If we do a live, it'll still be on Instagram afterwards.
Yes.
And it would be very short because we are going to be busy with con related things.
I mean, if we were anywhere near being on the ball, which we're not, a live would be good.
Well, I mean,
but like I said, we are not.
Well, we can do one, but like, we're not going to have. It's going to be like, yeah. Whole thing, we don't have the most control over what all happens exactly when. But yeah, it should all make sense after this weekend. Yes. Yeah. I don't think there's baby skunks back, but the regular yeah, I'm going to try a thing. This may not stick because it may be entirely ballsackly, but yeah, I want to have more like loose skin and stuff going on in the neck. We were doing some more thinking about the ecology of this particular monster. I mean, maybe a little bit, but yeah, we've got a an idea of this. This is like an evolved vampire, so he doesn't need his like big chomping teeth anymore. He's
a sipping vampire.
He's like a sucking vampire. Yeah. He just opens you up a little bit with these pointy teeth out front, and then lower jaw can unhinge quite far and make a good seal, and then the neck pouch just sucks all the the paint and sip. I kind of hope not. I hope we're avoiding the paint and sip versions of things, but I can't make any real promises. When you do a design that where you're really winging it, there's always a chance it's just going to go tits up. But yeah, I wanted to try a no, not like a pharyngeal jaw, but like a because that would be something that you would have on an animal that swallows its prey whole. So this is like a I can't really think of a animal analog. I suppose maybe like he might take some time with the juice box sipping. Demonetize. But yeah, he's gonna be a whole thing, hopefully. But if not, you know, the real monster is the friends we made along the way. Something like that. Like, I don't know. We were very much winging this sculpt. And we were very much feeling it out. I have concepts of a plan, but that plan may not work. But if you don't fail on projects every so often, you're not doing hard enough stuff. Not trying hard enough. Yeah, I mean the turned up nose is definitely a thing, and I could always change that out if I wanted to. From certain angles, I do really like it though. Let's see if I can find it on the camera. I mean, I'm digging this kind of like weird pig potato peanut kind of like he's got a good like side profile silhouette for me. So even if he doesn't like read vampire in the end, I might be able to live with it. I don't know. We'll see. I am gonna really try and get this neck pouch thing looking very
waddle.
I don't really know if I want it to go waddly, because I want it to have volume. Like, it's not just empty loose skin. But I know I want it to have... I'm not sure what it would be. It's just my idea is that this part can expand quite a lot and bring a lot of suction.
Pelican?
A bit like a pelican, but again, pelicans swallow their food whole. So this is like a kind of like a frog can expand their neck pouch and fill it with air, but this guy's gonna fill his up with blood. I mean, this is the kind of thing that it would be great if it was in a movie or a video game or something, because like being able to take this thing down when it's feeding and just all like blood engorged would be a whole like that would be worth it. Whatever movie game you put it in. That would make the design completely worth it. Just for that big satisfying pop. It's definitely, I mean, anytime you have a neck swelling looking thing, there's some like goitery, throat cancery, like what is it, thyroid issue kind of things. But I also want to have it reference like bat wing material. So there's also going to be veins on it. It might very well just turn into Scrotor. The testicle monster. It'll have to be destroyed. It'll have to be put down. Yep. I mean, as we've seen from the censorship Twitch is putting out, a lot of things are too hot for Twitch. Like, Twitch is very picky. Has some very, very Puritan sensibilities. Well, I mean, yes, you are a delicate flower in that way. Okay, have your delicate eyes sullied by the kind of filth that's out on the wider internet?
Sweet innocent pain.
Uh-huh. Your safe search has given up. Oh.
Warm up over there?
Yeah. It's been a lot of work the past little bit.
You working dumb titties?
I am indeed.
You animal.
They were so beautiful. How could you? Would I ever do that?
Yes.
They are male presenting. This one may want to be a little fuller on the side, though. Titties on my Cyclops too, didn't I?
Did you?
It did. It's been a titty-rich environment. The last stream.
Yeah.
It does. It does, and it will. I'm seriously gonna make him like the titty monster. It's gonna be a thing.
So, is this a monster entirely covered with a bunch of titties?
I don't know.
Just a very big breasted.
I don't have the full concept.
Okay.
But I think more than the standard number of titties will be involved. I could do some kind of harpy type critter. I don't know. Some kind of like Lovecraftian hentai thing could also be a possibility. Oh, speaking of Lovecraftian hentai, Linus, when you get a chance and you want to, do you want to grab the not chalice, carafe from the other room?
Oh, you need to shove that off?
You can do. That came out of the kiln today.
I'll grab that when I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm halfway done.
Yes, my the carafe that I built on stream is finally out of the kiln.
Dirty Potter challenge.
My Dirty Potter challenge. Just gave the bat critter a nippleectomy.
Bipolectomy?
Bipolectomy. Bipolotomy. No, we literally just got out of the kiln this afternoon. So I haven't even taken photos of it yet. I meant to when I took photos of all the other stuff, but I forget it. I don't know for sure the time frame on the challenge, but it was all of the sometime.
Do you want to check?
You can, but I mean on the stream when Dante mentioned it, he said it would be like 5 months.
Honestly.
No, it doesn't.
We gross him out too much.
Gross him out too much for what?
To win anything.
I mean, I don't care about that.
I know.
That means nothing to me. No, this is strictly for the love of the game.
Yeah,
The game is grossing out Dante. I don't even know why.
Does it do so much?
Yeah, Dante's never done anything to us. Dante's done nothing to deserve this. He's been unfailingly helpful with his content online. And this is the abuse he suffers because of it.
No good deed?
That's right. I mean, those questions are almost always why does it have the human teeth? It is a valid question. It was a very valid question on the Lickitung, for sure. The Lickitung was a. We ended up eventually selling that, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
Some crazy person wanted that.
It was super cool.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I was fairly proud of the butt cellulite. What can I say? I'm a studious observer of the buttocks.
Anybody can just butt me.
That's not true. Something. This guy is seriously reminding me of something, and I 100% cannot place it. Like some kind of obscure 80s cartoon, like Here Up, basically, mostly. Something.
I don't know.
Some crazy ass thing that I saw at some point just got buried in there. No, I don't think so.
That would be cool though.
The Gargoyles cartoons?
Yes.
I never really watched that.
I did.
And also, they were like I don't remember the designs being anything. My brain keeps thinking like, do you remember that? Did you ever see the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon from like the late 80s?
Don't know.
Yeah, not a fantastic show in any way. But I want to say it had some interesting like character designs. I don't know, I keep thinking like some kind of like orc goblin. But I really can't place it like specifically. So there's every chance that it wasn't that. Try this.
Or the little unicorn.
Yeah, they had this stupid. Every cartoon in the 80s had stupid sidekick things. They had, like Orko was the best of them. The
what was the horrible
friggin'
little
Snart. That Dungeons and Dragons cartoon.
Okay. Nope, I don't think I saw that show.
Okay, who was better than Orko? Do not say Cowl. It 100% was not. Orko was like the least tedious. I think Snarf may have been the worst.
It's tedious. So you're just gonna grade them all on most to least tedious?
I mean, that's gonna be a hard, because it takes such a huge nosedive so fast. Scrappy Doo. Scrappy Doo was pretty bad. Yeah, Scrappy Doo was awful. Okay. I don't have the best memory for like the girl cartoons from the 80s. Like, did the My Little Ponies or the Strawberry Shortcake have a horrible sidekick? Scrappy Doo was pretty bad.
I think Strawberry Shortcake, they all had their own little pet. But I don't remember if any of those were particularly obvious.
I mean, what about Rainbow Bright, Payne? The
one Sprite?
Shortcake had a hat, but it stayed quiet. Okay. Or cat. Rainbow Bright had the little white puffy things. I've seen them in
stars
in depiction.
Puffy star things?
I don't know. They look like white puffballs. I don't remember that cartoon at all. So it's just stuff that I've seen, like ephemera from the cartoon. The Doodly Bopper's on its head. Yes? Cloud dude with the antenna.
I think you are talking about the same thing.
I mean, maybe, probably. His name is apparently a Wait, Twink? They called him Twink.
That was before Twink was a thing.
Is that before Twink was a thing, or is that how Twink became a thing?
Maybe
what are we what are we looking at here? Wait, what is it? What is this? Someone needs to research and explain this. And he has rainbow leg warmers too. Good God. Yeah, maybe those right-wing nut jobs are right, and the children's programming is making people gay, because that sounds remarkable.
Yay!
And appointed. Okay, I have no idea what possible redacted word.
Huh? Appointed what? Wait, what?
Apparently.
Booties. Booties, as in the things that go on your feet. Booties. It redacted booties?
It redacted booties.
Okay.
Good God. The diminutive form of shoes. Come on, Twitch. Seriously. Twitch, come on now. Oh yeah, it is even spelled different, isn't it?
Huh?
Wait.
What?
Okay. It redacted whatever Payne said.
Yeah, so Chewie spelt it the same way she did with the space there?
Yeah, okay. No, I just realized that booty, B-O-O-T-Y, is the ample buttocks.
Yes.
Whereas booties, T-I-E-S, is the small outdoor footwear.
Yes. Correct.
So it's not even like Twitch has the excuse of those being like the exact same word.
Though I suppose if you're talking about multiple ample buttocks,
wouldn't that be YS? I mean,
would it?
Don't look at me like I'm the spelling bee champion over here.
Booby? No. Booby. B-O-O-B-Y. But if it was boobies, B-O-O-B-I-E-S.
Is booby with a Y singular?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
I could see IE would also work, wouldn't it?
It does.
Like that's how the birds are spelled. I think.
The most sensual part of the woman. No, I'm not sure. Pretty sure.
I will have you know, I am aware of the concept of spelling. And word linguistic construction. Oh, no, not linguistic construction. Word construction.
Symbology of that.
What do I know? I don't even think there is symbology for that. I know. This is keep in mind, this is a Willem Dafoe
Please don't say free zone.
it's a Willem Dafoe free zone.
No.
Can't
why?
Because Willem Dafoe is too good at all the things.
Don't say that.
He's too good at all the things. If we do any like fan casting stuff, it's always going to be Willem Dafoe. Like every time. We need to think outside. We can't pin our entire hopes for Hollywood on actor.
Sure.
I'm definitely not doing his fun Poor Things makeup. If for no other reason than I think that was done about as well as you could feasibly expect that to be done. Like I really had no notes for the makeup from Poor Things. Like the movie notes, but the Willem Dafoe makeup, not one criticism could I make. Especially not with the sculpting. I think the paint on it was maybe a little like that could have been explored more. But that is the tiniest, not even like criticism is the wrong word for that. I forget who did that makeup, but I saw that. Like I follow whoever it is. I saw that being posted about on Instagram long before I saw that movie. And I feel no need to reinvent the wheel on things like that. That was brilliantly done. Nadia Stacy. Really? Okay. That's not a name that I am familiar with. I know I saw the stuff on the Instagram. Let me look it up and make sure that I do follow them though. Because if I don't, and it is indeed them, Nadia Stacy.
Mark Coulier and Josh Weston. Any of those names sound familiar?
Well, no, it does look like she may have done.
Who did you follow?
I don't know. I didn't follow anyone because of it. I just saw it on Instagram. But yeah, it does look like. It does look like she's got the original sculpt. So we follow her now. That's, you know, important that correction was made. It must have been someone was reposting it and I just didn't catch that it was a repost. Yeah, I mean, any project that size is going to have lots of collaborators, but it looks like from the little bit of Instagram timeline, Nadia Stacy was responsible for at least the primary sculpt. Oh no.
Yeah. Do you need a refill?
Yes.
Can you wait a couple minutes?
Yes. I can also get it my damn self. It's always a possibility too.
I mean, yes, but I will be done. Like this is the last one.
Okay. Well, you can get me a refill when you get the carafe.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was supposed to do something else too. I might need to leave you alone for a couple minutes.
When you go take a dump.
Maybe.
Robert Pritchard. Yeah, it could have been a lot of people that I was previously following. I'm not great with names, so there's these deep wrinkles in here. Really make it look like there's room for this skin to expand. Cannot recommend the Kemper W21 enough for these sort of longer wrinkled forms in monster clay. The build quality on the tools is not the best, but a little bit of super glue and baking powder touches them right up. And they do cut a beautiful quality of line.
And
Thank you. Love you. Okay. So if you are on not Twitch, you're on YouTube, and you comment, I won't see it until my wife gets back. I can't see YouTube content or comments. My drinking Ninja Turtle. Josh Weston FX was the sculptor. That may be true. I will look into it further, provided I remember later. Was it also theoretically possible that Josh Weston Effects is the company name? I don't really know. I just briefly poked through Nadia Stacy's posts, and she had some photos of the actual sculpt in progress, it looked like. No, I don't know. I will attempt to look into it. But I mean, attribution, like I said, it can be really difficult on these, you know, the bigger projects, because you know, it's rare that you're going to have one person doing the bulk of a big, like, makeup like that. I would imagine there might be different people doing the concept, and maybe be different people working on the sculpt, depending on how long it takes. Start some veininess, I think. I do really like this work surface. Right now I am working on a piece of tempered glass that was from an old refrigerator shelf. Yep, fridge shelves are, this is one of the, like, not too huge. It's like a, I guess it must have been a half shelf kind of thing. But yeah, I love this surface. I used to use a glass palette for painting, and like window glass occasionally we used to use, and it's quite easy to break, and you can actually like scratch it fairly easily. This is holding up amazingly well. Kiln room, yeah, second shelf down, all the way toward the wall. Yeah, stuff comes off it nicely. You can always, you know, attack it with a scraper. And this one has a nice, like, softened edge on it too.
There you go.
Alrighty, show and tell time. Brand new, fresh out of the kiln. Not even 12 hours out. The horror that is the carafe of maximum disgustingness. I'm actually really pleased with how it came out. Part of the brief for the project was ergonomics, and I can get my thumb in the eye socket, fingers in the ear holes. Pours lovely. Well, actually, I have no idea how it pours. Probably absolutely horrifically. It's got a good, like, if you want it, if you prefer the proctologist pour, it's got a good punt. Good punt. Very nasty looking. But yeah, and I imagine that the teeth on it, which looks like the worst kind of strep throat. But I mean, this is just going to break up the pouring. It's going to be terrible. Like, stuff is just going to come blurping out of this thing. There will be a video. It will be spectacular, I hope. I have some plans for doing that whole thing.
Were you making that? Or you were making that, I guess?
That would have been right after... No, right before the show, the punk rock flea market, like a week or two before that.
End of April? No. Yeah.
Yeah, I would believe end of April. April.
Look it up.
Could look up what? Oh, when it's
due?
Answer
this question. No, the answer to this question. When it was sent. Well, next one will have a gap in their teeth.
I don't know what's gonna have a gap. I don't know. I had a funny idea on. Hopefully, it will work out. With the whole Dirty Potter challenge thing, I'd like to do maybe one more that kind of like fits the bill, and then one where just, you know, it definitely wouldn't make sense to do something with like horrible teeth and things, and just submit something with horrible teeth and things anyway. Yeah, I don't know. It's that like unexpected comedy move. The very National Lampoon, well, I guess Naked Gun kind of brand comedy. That's big on subverting expectation. I always rather enjoyed. So this is looking pretty sacky, but I think I don't hate it. I think this is going to be just the right amount of testiclesque.
Testicles.
Testically. It's probably enough. Wait, what?
I haven't seen the boobs lately.
Oh, you hadn't seen the boobs lately?
No. Delightful.
You like a good titty?
Yes.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't like a good titty? So far I have largely resisted putting titties on things that you would have expected them on. Because much as I enjoy a good titty, I do think they get well, I think a lot of times, like, horror boobs get it's an overused thing. Like, if you've got like some kind of a witch type character, horror boobs is pretty expected content. Like, obviously when I did the horror hostess pieces, that was certainly an omission. But it was a purposeful omission. Yes, horror boobs is definitely a thing. And I mean, there are times when it is absolutely terrific and effective. We still haven't seen the substance, but I've heard excellent things with regard to the horror boob.
Yes, Tokyo Gore Police.
Tokyo Gore Police was amazing. I think maybe one of my favorite examples of like horror boob might be from Dead Alive or Brain Dead, depending on your particular region. You know, I have not seen the Funky Forest. I have looked for it, but I don't know where it is available for streaming or or even just for like watching. It's a little hard to find. Yes, I've seen clips. Terror Detective has covered it a few times. So I've seen bits. I am aware of the project, but seeing the whole thing is... But yeah, I really liked the big like pendulous horror boobs in Dead Alive. I actually forget whether that was the, I think that was the later movie after Bad Taste, but I'm not sure. We also need to watch Meet the Feebles at some point, which is available in its entirety on YouTube.
Okay.
If you haven't, anybody hasn't seen Meet the Feebles, it's another old I'm blanking on the director's name. You know who I'm talking about, right, Pi?
I think we did just hear about something about this the other day.
Well, yeah, I told you about it the other day. It's the same guy that did Brain Dead and Dead Alive. Peter Jackson. Yeah, it's one of Peter Jackson's old movies.
Right. Yes. Can't remember.
Yeah, it somehow escaped my notice until I saw it mentioned on a YouTube video. I do have to say I appreciate Terror Detective's excellent work on Instagram. They provide a worthwhile public service, making sure that you know which movies have the foulest looking special effects in them. Think of all the Instagram accounts that I follow. The one that has had the most actionable tips was definitely either that or Snackalator. Which probably honestly speaks more to my personal concerns than anything else, but I love to I do like to keep abreast of what's happening in horror cinema and fast food. Yep, I follow a few accounts that that deliver on the crazy, but it's very rarely crazy that I feel the need to do anything about if it's not Terror Detective or Snackalator. Makeup Billy has some pretty good movie recommendations from time to time too. As does Beth Loves Horror, especially if you're into the found footage type, which is not really my bag, but well, it's not typically my bag. I've seen some stuff. Martial arts cooking clip. Oh, that sounds familiar. So I think that might actually be a repost from Chinese TikTok. There's another one that does like cat cooking videos with some interesting edits and things, but the actual, like, the primary account, unless you have the Chinese version of TikTok, is not available.
A bird or snake?
Yeah. Okay. We were talking about the martial arts cat cooking video. Or I think it was a cat cooking video. There's definitely some that involved the cat cooking and some that involved just some other wacky stuff. There wasn't a cat. I think it was, again, one of those same reposts from Chinese TikTok, because I do vaguely remember what you're talking about. Just the lightest touch. I don't know if that's picking up good on camera. It's not terrible. Kind of the vein.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
There. Try to keep it subtle, keep it tasteful, you know. All the time, gotta keep it tasteful. Oh, Payne, have you seen the third Terrifier yet? I think it just just recently came available for streaming on yes, it is the Christmas themed one. And it just came available for streaming on Prime like 2 weeks ago or a week ago. At least it did here in Canada. No, Tubi does not have it. Tubi has 2 though. Oh, Funky Forest. No, Tubi does not have Funky Forest in Canada. Yeah, I tried. Yep. I've tried a couple times.
Did I miss the conversation where we were talking about what the fuck Funky Forest is?
Funky Forest is a Japanese horror fantasy tripping balls kind of thing.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? It wasn't Prime. It was through Paramount Plus. I just happened to watch it on the Amazon thing because our Prime has a Paramount Plus addendum. Yeah, Terrifier 3 initially was only streaming to Scream Factory TV. One of the two, I forget the name. Which, I mean, you know, I'm sure if there was an exclusive type deal, it was lucrative for them, so, you know, good for them. Like Damien Leone is keeping the whole Terrifier thing pretty independent, so, you know, if he can make some extra bank with it, I won't blame him. But the Shout Factory or Scream Factory or whatever it was is a very annoying service. It's one of those like freemium model things. And it doesn't really look like they have much in the way of particularly good content. So I imagine getting the third Terrifier was, they were trying to make it like kind of an anchor subscription driver for them. But yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I do enjoy some of the choices that that franchise has made. I think the first one might still be my favorite to watch, just because it had a more sort of stripped down indie-ish kind of feel to it. They managed to do a lot with some really obvious budget constraints. I am somewhat hopeful that some of the difficulties that the movie industry is having right now is gonna help generate some really interesting horror films. That is a genre that has been used to dealing with budget problems and sort of lackluster studio support. And that's just kind of how it's always been the studio's redheaded stepchild. "15 minutes of stream time left." Jeez. Boy, these scroty details really do take some time. Yeah, there's always a lot of softening and layering. At least that's my method. especially for veining. I kind of want veining to almost disappear unless it catches the light in just the right way. Yeah.
There was a dish came out of the kill today.
Yeah, it'd be upstairs.
I see it upstairs.
I don't. The one that was kind of more.
The blue one? Blue with the little wavies?
Blue with the wavies, yeah, it's upstairs.
Okay.
Should be. There was only the 2 of those small ones out of the kill.
Yeah.
No, Funky Forest. I don't think it's. Well, according to the, I think it's just watch or just watch it thing. It's not available for streaming for free anywhere. Another movie I need to see again is the Yokai. I think it's got a few different, another one of those many titles kind of movies. I want to say it was Yokai Watch and 100. Yes, the 1000 Yokai one. The old, I think it was distributed by Saban. Rubber suit thing. I saw that a bunch of years ago. Very cool lantern demon. They had one of the little like umbrella demons in there that was pretty cool if I remember right. The one-eyed like monk type demon was featured in there. I need to see that one again, and I need to see. I want the Criterion Collection to get off their ass and pick up Rabid Grannies and do a really good reprint. Okay, don't laugh at Rabid Grannies. Rabid Grannies had some really. No, it's not Trauma.
I can understand why you think that.
It's I want to say it's a UK production. It also may have been distributed by Trauma at different times too. So I can't say that it never carried the Trauma badge, but it is not a Trauma team production anyway. It was distributed by Trauma. Well, that's good. I mean, Uncle Lloyd's got great taste, you know? Like, you can't fault them for that. I mean, working with what the hell's his name? Ron Jeremy a few times, notwithstanding. James Gunn was James Gunn did straight up like Trauma team productions, did he not? Like, he wasn't even just a distributed by Trauma thing. He was literally, yeah, because he did Romeo and Juliet. That was one of their like, that is a Trauma project start to finish.
Question.
Yes, love.
Canvas drop cloth.
What about it?
Is that something we could use?
I mean,
that's question 1. Question 2 is having 2 of them, 6 foot by 9 foot, for $5. Is that a good deal?
Probably. Okay. Canvas drop cloth is could mean a lot of things. There's some that's so thin you can practically see through it, and then there's some that's like, 12-ounce duck canvas. So if it was the heavy stuff for $5, yeah, amazing price. If it's the really thin stuff, still not bad. If you're asking, do we need it?
This would be a question.
I don't know. We have some somewhere, I think, because we picked it up at a hardware store when it was a good price, because we were going to use it as backdrop material, and we definitely still could. We have a Halloween Christmas Village project to do someday.
Yeah. I know.
Maybe.
You know what I mean. For funsies, we were gonna make a Halloween village, kind of like those goofy Christmas villages, but Halloween.
Yeah.
Partially so we could use it to take pictures of stuff in.
Yeah, it was going to be a photo backdrop type thing, plus fun project, plus content for our various things.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice cat house.
That could definitely be a thing.
I mean, it could be.
Assuming the project happens in the first
well,
place.
Also, we hadn't really planned on, trying to do any branded stuff, really. Just like a nice simple, not necessarily simple, probably knowing us, but a nice cemetery backdrop thing. Probably a good matte painted background. I personally wouldn't mind doing something like that to have an excuse to do some stilt beast style do it crazy for less expensive. We have the technology, but we don't want to spend a lot of money, kind of things. Between the stilt beast stuff and some Studson Studios and north of the border techniques, I think we could turn out a pretty unusual photo backdrop. I mean, we could do. I could definitely see sneaking a centipede of some variety into the way back section of a project like that. We are short on time. We are short on time, but the enwrinkling is wrinkly.
Good.
So we're going to. It's okay. It's fine. It's working. I'm not mad at it. I am. I'm fine. I'm fine. I think this. I think this is going in a good direction. We'll see. But yeah, we're definitely going to be off on Thursday because we will be setting up at Niagara Falls Comic Con. But we should be back.
What's happening between his shoulder blade wing niblet?
His shoulder blade wing niblets? Just some musculature is in there right now. I don't have like a plan for what that is gonna be. Yes, no, I'm gonna use it. That's gonna be a place to sort of ground it with some muscular anatomy. It's one of the things that I like to do if I'm gonna have a lot of like rankles and loosey skin. Yeah, we're gonna trap lord him a little bit for sure. But yeah, I like to have some contrast of like some structure. If there's gonna be too much of this, and this is bordering too much, it might read a little full. I don't know. I will probably spend some time looking this over between streams, maybe. I might do a little tinkering if I have time before Tuesday. Oh, well. It's always good to find movies you Oh, good God. And just like that, you lost me. Is it that low or IO or whatever one? I vaguely remember. Yeah, I vaguely remember turning that on without realizing that it was a musical, probably turning it off. Just like Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter.
Alright.
Anyway, we will
call it?
Talk to you later. Lots to do.
Later, Pain.
Later, Pain.
Later, Chew, if you're still there. Bye. Thank you all.
Thanks, Pain. Have a good night.